live on YouTube in the Japanese Friendship Garden. Hey, if you guys don't mind, take a wave. Happy Friday, guys. Hey, you're looking good. Nice. Prove that I'm not here by myself talking to the koi fish. I'll do it though. If you guys don't show up, I'll do my own breathwork session here, all by myself. During COVID, people didn't want to breathe in a circle and share baths together, surprisingly enough. And so I did the breath work here one time with a mask on just to see if it would work. And yeah, 1000% it worked. Barely, I would say zero more effort. And that just goes to show you how good masks are. Everything worked the same. Okay, so today, again, the structure of the class, we warm up, we go over some new technique, and then we do a nice guided breathing session. Today's technique that we're gonna focus on is the physiological sigh and why it works. And it's great for calming yourself down. If you're just a little bit rattled or you're just a little bit uneasy, but then the guided breathwork session, that is really going to capture your nervous system in a significant way, swing our pendulum over to the parasympathetic side, and you will leave rested and energized with just calmness and focus. If we can put those two things together, that's sort of the magic sauce. All right, guys, let's start with our warm-up. A little back adjustment. Just want to lay back on your back. We're going to get the juices flowing here. Knees up at 90 degrees. And let's slowly bring them to the right side. Try and give yourself a back crack. Straighten your legs and exhale and relax. Back to the center and slowly bring them to the other side. Exhale and relax. Whoa, back to the center. You can flex your knees at 90 degrees, maybe get a little adjustment there, then slowly straighten them. Flex them good when they're straight, and slowly bring them back in. Flex them one more time when they're in. And you can rotate your ankles a little bit. You can sit up. Let me grab my timer. This will be fun. So, again, by show of hands, whose first class is this? Yeah, okay, good. Where is my timer? We're gonna do a little breath hold assessment just to see where you guys are starting from. Oh man, timer, there it is. And see where you're gonna go. So, when we hold our breath, we hold it at the neutral zone. You guys can find the neutral zone with me. Take a big breath in all the way in, and then you let go. That's neutral. Neutral air pressure in or out. You should still have about 40% left. So we're gonna hold our breath at that neutral zone. One more time, one big breath in all the way in, and then let go, and pause with your breath. On average, people can hold their breath from a light to medium urge to about 30 seconds. So we are just testing out where you're starting from, just to see where you're at this morning. You were at 15 seconds. If you already had to breathe, that's okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. So we'll go to about 45 seconds. Now you're at 25 seconds. 30 seconds. Just about 15 seconds left. You already had to breathe, you're good. Ooh, made it over 30, good job. I'll let you guys calm down a little bit. 40, and 2, 1, 45 seconds if you made it there. Good. By show of hands, who was disappointed in their breath hold just now? Yes. I know, so when you don't know this trick, some of you are like, you feel bad on your own, just quietly. But you don't have to, because I tricked you guys. Your breath holds go with your heart rate 1 for 1. Control your heart rate, your breath holds are gonna be longer. We just did a little exercise, which we would do anyway before anything, and but we rose our heart rate. To get your heart rate down, it's super simple. You just gotta breathe out more than you breathe in. So just like this, you take a quick short breath in, and then out through the teeth. You make that sound because you're capturing the air, and then your body just deflates naturally. Let's take 2 more. Quick short in, out through the teeth. If you want to be precise, you can do a curled tongue, pursed lips. Just really capture the air. Use the mouth as the aperture to slow the air down. Last one, quick short in, out through the teeth. So that is the heart rate lowering breath. We're going to add that into our breathing routine at the end. But that's a wonderful way. It takes about 6 of them to bring your heart to how you feel. So if you guys don't know, even if you hop up and run across the room, it takes 30 seconds. Your heart sort of follows however you feel. So even if you're calm, which we were calm, that was the trick, is that I'd make you exercise and then you're calm for 20 seconds. Well, I know your heart's still up. So when we do that little, when we try the breath hold, then I know that you guys are going to get a score that you don't like. But if we were to use 6 of those breaths, you would be able to hold your breath longer right now, which is really cool. And you can use that for anything. If you overheat somewhere, and that's actually going to be part of this physiological sigh that we're going to do. And because the exhale is long, and that's one of the reasons why it calms you down. It comes from Andrew Huberman. They tested it in the labs against a few different things. They tested it against, I think, slow belly breathing, and they tested it against 6-second in or out, which some people call HRV, resonance breathing, but they're wrong if they call it that because everybody has a different heart rate variability.
Is he the one who developed the 478?
No, that was another doctor.
Okay.
That was a doctor that developed. 478 is for sleeping.
Yeah.
But again, it's kind of long exhales. So people like to get very precise, and the thing that they don't realize is that we all have a different lung capacity. Mm-hmm. And I have the worst lung capacity of all of you here. And so that's why this stuff is effective for me, and that's why it meant so much to me and changed my life so much. Let's do one more little exercise before we get into the technique. If you guys don't mind standing up. This is my favorite one. I really didn't know where this was from, but I just learned it was Qigong. This is a Qigong energizing exercise. And it was very precise. I don't do it very precise, but I don't think you need to. So guys, just take a little body scan, see where you're at, feel that. You know, we have an electromagnetic field, right? Just feel it. You can feel it. There it is. Eyes closed, just hands to the side. You can kind of feel your field. And now, pick a leg. Start with one leg. And let's just get the lymph fluid moving. Don't be easy on it. Just get it going. Get the other leg going. Just get the front of you, get the back of you, get your hips, skip your butt, get your belly. Get your chest, a little monkeying around. Get the arms, under the arms. I think it feels probably the best. The armpits. Get both arms. This is such an easy way to get the juice going. Under the arm. Get the cheeks, the ears, the head, the face, the shoulders. A little swaying. Just relax swaying with your arms. Look to the sides. And then look behind you if you can. Let your arms tap you. All right. That's it. Now let's just do another quick body scan. Boom. There it is. Changing our electricity. Changing our electromagnetic field. Okay, perfect. You guys can sit down. So now, the physiological sigh. This is neat because it is just sort of what he came up with to as the most calming breath. And I'm sure the yogis, I get the most hate from yogis. Do you guys know that? Because I don't use Sanskrit to describe these things, which is weird. Yogis, calm down, will you? But they should be calm, right? But so what he realized is a full breath in, and then another sniff of breath. So this is nose, in through the nose, full breath, another little extra pull with your nose, and then out through the mouth as long as you can go. And you can even go out below neutral in this case, but a long, gentle, relaxing out breath until you have and you keep that pattern up, and you speed it up if you get any air hunger. Does that make sense? So you find the pace, you make it feel good, and if you feel like you need more, then just go a little bit faster. Does that make sense, guys? So super simple. Full breath in, a little extra pull, and then out through the mouth. And again, you can make that sound if you want, but whatever it is, you're just trying to do a nice long exhale. Why does this work? Well, it's the sigh is like when you start to cry, right? If you've seen somebody cry, maybe you cry yourself. So that's what it is. It's that extra little, and then the long exhale that gets your heart rate down, right? And then, how about this? If you take a full breath in, and then you take an extra little breath, you are creating a denser air pressure inside. Does that make sense? And so you will oxygenate. A molecular biologist would tell you that that denser air pressure, you are able to push oxygen into your tissues with less effort because of that denser air pressure. So this works also if you are at high altitudes. High altitudes, the air is thinner. It's so simple, guys. And Wim Hof proved, again, by taking full breaths, like the fullest breaths you could take, and then actually even clamping down a little bit, you will create a denser air pressure inside. So if you feel like you're short of breath at some moments, we were talking about that earlier, if you feel like you're a little bit short of breath for whatever reason, just override the I feel short of breath with just take bigger breaths, create that denser air pressure. You can do it. You can do it with posture. We do it all the time with jiu-jitsu and posture, and somebody's trying to crush you. If you have a body triangle on someone, I create a denser air pressure. I create more inner thoracic pressure, and then you can get your oxygen meter back up. So that's really important, guys, to be able to know that's such a simple tool that you have access to. So let's add in one more thing before we do a little guided physiological size session. Does anybody have a congested nose right now? Just curious. Anybody? Oh man, everybody's breathing nice right now. No problem. Well, let's do this anyway, just so you guys know, because this is another one of these tools that if you don't know this, I mean, this has got to be the most important tool ever. So we're going to clear up our nose if we had some congestion, but either way, we're going to make our nose breathing better, and we have to get to a high urge to breathe. That's how it works. It's so simple. Your body's pretty smart. Usually when you're congested, and if you notice when you switch sides in bed at night, that like one side's more congested than the other, and you're like, oh man, is it all running down to the other side now? No, it's not mucus. That is blood flow that congests your nose. Guys, it's erectile tissue in your nose. So we can relieve the erectile tissue in your nose by getting to a high urge to breathe. And we got to use some monkey mind taps. We got to use some monkey mind distractions to do that. So we're going to do it twice. First, we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to let go. We're going to hold our breath at neutral again. And then when you get to a medium urge to breathe, I want you to pinch your nose. And you just sit there and pinch your nose. And then when you get to a high urge to breathe, I want you to sway. I want you to tap. I want you to like just hold on a little bit longer, maybe a count to 10. I kind of like to just something, I just get to that higher urge to breathe. And then this is the most important part. Once you do have to breathe, you breathe slow in and out of your nose. Okay? Because that's good. Again, that moment, again, is going to relieve the blood flow too. So right now, just take a little assessment, do a little nose breathing, kind of a big 1 or 2, and see what your nose breathing's like. And you can even do one side or the other, just see what it's like. I definitely have a significant deviated septum. Okay, so now, here we go, guys. We're just take one big breath in, we're gonna let go, and then we're gonna hold our breath. Here we go, big breath in all the way in, and let it go, and pause with your breath. And just relax and let that urge to breathe sort of creep up. It's not gonna be much more than we did before, because our heart rate's still up, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. So as soon as you get a medium urge to breathe, you just pinch your nose. And then just sit with it again. Sit with it, relax. And then the third step, when the breath gets higher, then you start to sway or you start to tap and just at least count to 10. We know you got a few extra. And then just a slow breath in and out of the nose. Awesome work, guys. Keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. Nice, really holding on good. You're already at 40 seconds, some of you. Good, good. So remember, it's a nose pinch. And then yeah, whatever you gotta do. Oh, there we go. Hold on more. You're at 50, 55. Those are doing good. And then slow in and out of your nose. Good job. Allison, did you notice that your nose clear up at all? A little bit. That's it. So you can do that 5 times. And then, man, you will really clear up your nose. And then if you about right before you go to bed, if you tape your mouth shut, that's kind of the move, especially if you're congested. My kids know this. They don't tape their mouth shut normally, but if they're congested, then they do the exercise, then they tape their mouth shut at night, and then it stays, they stay mouth or nose breathing all night. Let's do one more. This is my favorite. way to do it. So that's the initial way that I learned it. But if you do it again, and now this time you just don't move at all, just don't move and just face the music, so to speak, just feel the urge rise. What I want you to do is be sensitive to the sensations, to the feelings. It's gonna be kind of hard to hear here because of the waterfall, but if you're in a dead silent room or you're in the bathroom, you can actually hear the retreat of the blood flow. You can hear the passages opening up. You hear like these suction, and then you start to hear them around your ears. So that's pretty neat. And so see if you can't feel that. And you can also, one more thing, you can use your tongue a little bit. So your tongue can get to the top of your mouth and then back off a little bit. And that is going to aid in that clearing of the pathway. You'll feel it. You'll just notice it at one point. And maybe not today, but I'm just saying in the future, your tongue can kind of help, and then stuff will start to open up. So we're just gonna do one more big breath in all the way in, and then we're gonna let go. And just gonna hold as quietly as you can, and then when you finally do have to breathe, you just hang on as long as you can, and then it's just a slow in and out. So this is the statue breath, because it looks like you're not moving at all. Here we go, big breath in all the way in, and let go. And pause with your breath. So this is also a wonderful exercise for building CO2 tolerance. 5 of these, holding over 30 seconds, you'll actually decrease the size of your spleen up to 17%, because your spleen holds this oxygen-rich blood that it releases into your bloodstream. So you can increase your red blood cell count temporarily, and a little breath holding is really good for you. So you're over 30 seconds now, guys. Just relax into it. You can always count in your head just to give your monkey mind something to do. And remember, when you do have to take a breath in, it's a nice, slow, easy breath in and out of the nose. What happened? It was hard?
Yeah.
Well, good. It's supposed to be hard. You're supposed to do it until it's hard. So perfect. You made it over 30 seconds. That was good. Totally good. Yeah, it's most people over 30 seconds is when you get anxious. Yeah. I mean, we kind of all do, honestly. That's so to improve that, to prolong that, it's going to be better and better for your nervous system and better for your general health. A great thing you could try sometime later is instead of just, because that's a little monotonous just to like hold your breath until you can't stand it, is to see how many steps you can take while holding your breath. So I think that's probably the best exercise to improve your CO2 tolerance, because wherever you are from your front porch, just see how far you can get while holding your breath until a high urge to breathe. You're not going to pass out, and you can't hold your breath till you just pass out and fall down. So, and then again, try and take that slow breath in and out. I know that's difficult, but then the more steps you can take a little, one more step each day, and that's really going to be a wonderful benefit for everything, for your diaphragm control. It's just like the amount of benefits cascade. Okay, so now let's do a little physiological sigh routine. So what we'll do, because we all have a different lung capacity, and this is, again, hopefully you feel calm here in the Japanese Friendship Garden amongst the waterfalls and koi fish. But if you were a little not calm, we can calm you out with, and what I suggest maybe is that you get a wall to lean up against, since some of you guys are already there. You don't have to, but it's nice. You use a little bit less energy, because you're leaning up against something. And just something coincidentally, you use a little less energy too when you have more air pressure. So if you hold your breath sitting up with half a breath left with like a Buddha belly's worth of pressure, you're going to use less effort than if you had barely anything in there. Does that make sense, guys? So holding your breath, leaning on something with a little extra air in there, really kind of enables you to do it with the least amount of, expending the least amount of energy. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. Now our nose. Do a little assessment of your nose breathing again. Oh man, it smells good here, doesn't it? The air is moist and wonderful. And what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 together, a full breath in, and then an extra little breath, and then a long exhale. I like to make that noise, but again, you don't have to. We're going to do 3 together, and then we're just going to find a pace that feels good. And I imagine all of our paces are going to kind of wander off a little bit. Okay? Sound good? Okay, here we go. Big breath in all the way in with your nose. An extra sniff. And now out through the teeth. Number 1. 2 more. Big breath in. Through the nose, extra sniff. And out through your teeth. And you can even lean up against the back. Last one. Big breath in. Little extra. And out through the teeth. And let's find a pace and keep this up, guys. Full breath in, little extra, and out through the teeth. With your full breath, remember, tension in the neck and shoulders is fine. We do want that denser air pressure. So full breath in through the little extra, and out through the teeth. And if you want to be precise about the mechanics, let the air roll in from your belly to your chest. So here we go, into the belly, to the chest, expand your shoulders, and then let go. Let your spine be mobile and loose, let your hips turn over with the breaths. We're gonna do this for 2 more minutes. So whatever pace feels good to you where you don't get an air hunger. A lot of you guys are being real still. What I would encourage you to do is just really kind of take the full breath and let your spine curl and uncurl a little bit. You don't have to lean up against the wall the whole time. That's just to brace yourself when you're relaxing on your exhale. So when you're taking your inhale, just lean forward a little bit, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. We got about a minute left, guys. And if some of you are yawning, perfect. That means it's working, huh? Less than a minute left, guys. Allow your shoulders to come down when you're empty, and then fill your belly first. And then your shoulders come up as you feel your chest. And then a little extra sniff. And let go. Last few. Last one. So one of the things this is going to be really good for is your circulation. So nose breathing gives you more nitric oxide, and that is a vasodilator. So if you felt like you were sort of feeling the fluid movement in your body a little bit, anybody want to say how they felt? Did that work for anybody? Anything interesting? No, it sucked? That was the worst? What do you think? It was relaxing? Yeah, it should be, right? It shouldn't, and you know, it's kind of subtle too. What we're going to do here in a moment is not going to be subtle, but how'd that feel for you? You like it? Good. Do you think like that's something you guys can use later on if you get in a bind and you want to calm down a little bit? Pretty simple. Yeah, good, good. I love how these can develop as really tools that you need. We talk about a daily practice. Everybody wants me to hand them on a silver platter a daily practice. And it doesn't really work like that because there's so many different ways we feel, and you use kind of what you need for the moment, for the day, for the morning that you got. You know, if you didn't sleep very well, then maybe some HRV resonance breathing is going to be good for you because it's a wonderful rest. If you did sleep well, but you got some things you need to focus on, you can use breath work to energize yourself. And then you can use breath work, a different breath work to focus yourself. And so to know these tools is to create your own daily practice, right? And something important to remember, that it's very easy to give ourselves to our work or other people, but really taking care of yourself first, that's going to be number one. So that doesn't always make us feel as good. It feels very good to just, you know what, I gave it all, my all today at work. I gave it all today to my family member, my friend, whatever they needed. But that's that you get some immediate gratification from that. But really, if you take care of yourself first, then man, that's truly your all. So you're not really giving your all to people, your work, to your friends, if you're not taking care of yourself first. So I'm saying that for you, to you guys, almost to remind myself too. Okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of a few Wim Hof rounds sitting up. Does anybody have a watch on? Know what time it is? 9:30. Yep. Nice. Is it exactly 9:30? 9:29. Whoa. All right. Oh, this is gonna be a jamming session. Okay. We're gonna do about 3 rounds sitting up. Sitting up breath works the best, and then we're gonna do our other 10-minute routine lying down. So this one sitting up is to get us in this meditative state, which is wonderful. And what's going to happen is we need not a vascular dilation, we need a vascular constriction, because our vasculars are connected right now. I'm being facetious. Not our vasculars, our brain waves are connected to the surrounding area, maybe our thoughts on the way in. We have some concern about our to-do list right now, and we got to get rid of that. And so we are going to create a vascular constriction, and the only way or the best way to do that is mouth breathing. So now we're going to use mouth breathing to intentionally change our brain waves. And what's going to happen first, for the people that haven't done this, is you're going to get lightheaded right out of the gate. First few breaths, you're going to be lightheaded. You're going to be like, wow, this is kind of wacky stuff, and perfect. As soon as you get lightheaded, that means you're doing great and it's working. And then you might start to feel these tingling action. We are just getting additional energy, moving energy through the nervous system, through the endocrine system, and that's what you're gonna feel. So you're gonna feel the tingling, you're gonna feel this caused from this pH shift, and it's all good stuff, it's all healthy stuff, and you're gonna feel the angst. Your angst is gonna rise up a little bit. But that's the point, guys. We gotta get out of our comfort zone, because what you'll notice is if your angst rises up, then when we hold our breath, now you're gonna get calmer. Calmer than ever, calmer before you came in here today. So that's the point, and we do that a few times. Now we've primed up the nervous system. But what I want to remind you is that you guys can always control this. So there'll be moments maybe that you're like, especially if this is your first time, you're like, this is a lot. This is more uncomfortable than I am willing to feel. Then that's fine. Then just bring down the pace of the breath work yourself. Use more of your nose and your belly, and you are going to relieve the sensations. But realize too, you're diminishing the sensations when you use your nose. So I'd actually say, instead of switching to your nose, I would just say, just start to slow it down and control it. And if it's really out of hand, then you can use your nose, but you don't, you're not getting it all. It's mouth breathing is what's doing this stuff, okay? So that's important to know. And know that you guys are you're in control of this stuff. So it's up to you. This little journey is up to you. You don't have to push yourself. I'm just here to guide you in a way to make this stuff happen. So what we're gonna do, the Wim Hof method is 30 or 40 breaths all the way in, and then you let go. You want the air to roll in from your belly to your chest, and you see that I get tension in my neck and shoulders when I have a full breath, and that's perfect. That's what we want. We want that denser air pressure. And then I just let go without pushing air out. I'm just letting go. So I'm being very efficient. I'm only using inspiratory muscles. So 30 or 40 breaths is about 2 minutes worth of breathing, and then we hold our breath for different extended periods of time, and then we empty and take a full breath and hold with a full breath. So that's what we're gonna do. And feel free, we can ask some questions. Let's do one round. What I suggest is that we start out nice and slow the first 30 seconds, then we increase the pace the second 30 seconds where you feel some significant shifts, and then for 30 seconds we actually get a dose of adrenaline. Adrenaline changes your immune response. It gets your body sort of leveling up into a high gear. Your body fights stuff off. You don't even know it's happening. It's amazing. Adrenaline's the point of this type of breath work. And then we get our heart rate down for 30 seconds, and then we hold our breath. So just first time, just try and follow along best you can, and you can ask some questions after this, okay? So let's do it, guys. Let's do 3 breaths together. Big breath in all the way in, and let go. Number 2, and let go. Number 3, let go. Now you're on your own. Start out nice and slow. Make it feel good, make it comfortable. But these are full breaths in, rolling in from the belly to the chest, and just letting go without pushing air out. So you should already feel some of the lightheadedness. Allow it to feel comfortable, allow your spine to be loose. And I would actually lean away from the wall while we're doing the breathing, and then when you do have to hold your breath, then you lean into the wall. So here we go, we're 30 seconds in, let's pick it up and meet some resistance. You don't have to follow my pace. So just make a pace that allows you to feel that resistance, your body going, whoa, that's a lot. We all have a different pace that we are comfortable with. But the point today, guys, is to intentionally induce that energy and anxiety, and then we bring it back down. So now we're in control. All right, guys, for 20 seconds, let's get that dose of adrenaline. Here we go. Nice big breaths. Bigger and deeper is better than faster. Last few quick ones, guys. 10 seconds left. Perfect job, guys. Let's bring the pace down now and get our heart rate down. Quick short in, long breath out, and now you can lean up against the wall if you got it. Quick short in, long breath out, and you don't even have to get all the way to neutral in this case. When we do hold our breath, I encourage you not to be slightly above neutral. Quick short in, long breath out. So we're gonna be holding our breath with half a belly of breath there, if that makes sense. Quick short in, long breath out. Perfect job, guys. Forget that breath. Loosen up and sync up with me in 2 light, easy breaths. 1. Last, big deep breath all the way in. Let it go nice and slow. Find that half a belly of breath left. You still have some compression, some and pressure there. Lock it in and hold your breath. And just lean up against the wall and feel those sensations. Feel that electricity that you just engaged with. Your body's almost humming, right? You feel that vibration happening. We are hyper-oxygenating. We are giving our body all that it needs. You got so much, you don't even need to breathe. We got our CO2 nice and low, and in 3, 2, 1, you made it to the end. You can push the rest out as you hunch over a little bit. Fill to the bottom first. Fill medium, and then fill to the top. Lock it in, keep the pressure in your chest. We hold on to this pressure for 10 to 15 seconds. And what we're doing is filling our head with more blood and cerebral spinal fluid with using that pressure. And in 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure and let go of the breath. Good, guys. By show of hands, who made it to that breath hold? You get close? You get close? You made it, Allison, nice. Yeah, why you say it like that? You think so? You don't know. That was good work. Guys, you held your breath for almost a minute. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. So that's the difference. We got our CO2 down nice and low. CO2 is the trigger to breathe, and then we can hold on for a little bit longer. Not only that, but we condense that air pressure, so we really are hyper-oxygenating regardless of what people think and they say. Oxygen meters go to 100. We're usually sitting around 100, but we get a little bit lower sometimes, and you can use these techniques to raise your oxygen up. I know, because my dad's on oxygen, and he uses it. So very potent stimulus, powerful tool. Does anybody have any questions about that? Is it kind of wacky stuff, why we're even doing it? No, you're not breathing nose breathing. It's mouth breathing only. Because, and I just learned this. I used to say nose breathing is okay in the beginning, but now that we put these rounds together, I learned this from somebody else studying the release of DMT. And essentially the release of DMT or these psychedelic states, it's because of that vascular constriction. So we're just doing this for such a minimal amount of time. I think it's important that we get in that zone, and the vascular constriction is what's going to do it. So mouth breathing for all the rest of the breath work today. Great question. Mouth or nose? That's always the question. But mouth breathing for that reason. Any other questions before because we want to put a few of these together and we don't want to take any breaks. So this is your moment. Especially for the what do you think? Anything? Any questions? Feel good? Feel good? Did you hate the moment when you had to breathe fast? Yes. Okay. That's okay. Good. Perfect. You did it right. Right? Good. Okay? But just know that's what it's about. Okay? And so again, I hope that you feel good to know that you're doing it right and that you're in control. And if you don't want to go quite so fast on the other rounds or whatever, then don't. But again, I encourage you just for 30 seconds. And if you're getting that dose of adrenaline, if you want to know if you're getting it or not, it usually feels like goosebumps. It's like goosebumps you can't see. Typically from the back of your ears, on the back of your neck, and it's emotional, right? What are emotions? It's just energy in motion. So we are flooding ourselves with energy, and you can get emotional, high, low, cry, a laugh. I try to get into the laugh zone, but you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the emotions, essentially. And I want you to know that that's okay. Good? Cool. Let's put a couple of these together and see what happens. Okay? Here we go, guys. Nice and slow. They'll be the same. So 3 big breaths together. Here we go. Big breath in all the way in. And let go. Number 2. Let go. Number 3. Let go. Now you're on your own. And I encourage you guys to not let your throat dry out. So pause and swallow whenever you need to. If you have to take a nose breath, no problem. Keep the airflow moving. Bigger and deeper is better than faster. And once you feel momentum, you feel a rhythm, take a half a second pause at the top and the bottom and see if you can't feel the momentum of the fluid movement in your body. And we're talking about blood, cerebral spinal fluid, lymph fluid. Here we go, guys. It's time to get out of our comfort zone for 20 seconds. Let's pick it up. Here we go. You're going to meet some resistance. You might want to yawn or cough or whatever it is. That's your body offering resistance. You got to push past the resistance. You are in control of this angst. You are in control of the endocrine system. Now, for 25 seconds, we are going to get this dose of adrenaline. Let's pick it up one more time, guys. You can even make each breath a little faster than the last. Consider this a serious moment for 15 seconds. This is your serious moment. Last few quick ones. Perfect job, guys. Let's bring the pace down, get your heart rate down. Quick short in, long breath out. You don't even have to get all the way to neutral. Just elongate your exhale. Quick short in. Long breath out. Sink into the wall. Quick short in. Long breath out. Sink into the ground. Feel grounded. Quick short in. Long breath out. Perfect job, guys. Loosen up. Sync up with me in 2. 1. Last. Big deep breath all the way in. Let it go nice and slow, sink into the wall. Lock it in with half a breath left. Feel that inner thoracic pressure keeping you up a little bit. And now, take in that new data. You might feel twitches in your nervous system. Perfect. You got these tremors. You got the electricity moving. We are engaging with the nervous system in a significant way. And now we can feel it. And the body, after multiple of these, will start to relax and the tremors go away and the nervous system can relax in a deeper way. Whenever you have an urge to breathe, if you slowly count in your head, just gives your monkey mind something to do. Give yourself a nice little slow count, maybe at least to 20 if you can. You're almost to the end. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you made it to the end. You can push the rest out as you hunch over. Fill to the bottom first. Fill medium. Fill to the top. Lock in that pressure. Let it sink deeper towards your spine. It pushes out around the heart. Your heart actually beats easier for a moment. You get a blood pressure drop. You relax you relax blood flow and cerebral spinal fluid to your head. And in 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure and let go of the breath. And feel that, guys. Feel that relief. Good. We're going to do one more round sitting up, and then we're going to do lying down rounds, guys. Let's do it, guys. 3 together, nice and slow. Big breath in all the way in. And let go. Number 2. Number 3. Now you're on your own. Just get the airflow moving. Allow it to feel good. Mouth breathing is going to do the best for you. You should be breathing with your nose throughout the day, throughout your life, all at night. But for these moments, guys, mouth breathing are going to be the key to this vascular constriction. Now, guys, it's time to meet some resistance. Let's pick it up just enough to meet a little resistance in your body. And when I say mouth breathing, I mean mouth and nose together is okay. If you have some air rolling in from your nose, that's fine. Just open your mouth up so you get that airflow moving. The majority of it's coming in from your mouth. Perfect, guys. Now we have 30 seconds to get that dose of adrenaline, to get the goosebumps, to get the electricity flowing. Let's go. Pick it up one more time. Allow for that tension in your neck and shoulders as you pull all the way in. Deeper is better than faster. 15 seconds left. Last few quick ones. Perfect job, guys. Let's bring the pace down now. A quick short breath in. Long breath out. As you deflate and relax your body. Quick short in. Long breath out. Relax your body, sink into the wall. Quick short in. Long breath out. Realize where you're going to hold your breath. Just feel it a little bit. Quick short in. Long breath out. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your back. Quick short in. Long breath out. Relax your legs, relax your arms. They could be to your side, on your front, anything that feels good. Loosen up, sync up with me in 2 easy breaths. Here we go. 2, 1. Last, big deep breath all the way in. Let it go nice and slow. Find that Buddha belly's worth of air. Lock it in and hold your breath. Guys, on the last breath hold, we held over a minute. So just sink into the wall, sink into the ground, and realize you have everything you need. Guys, the endocrine system provides the happiness, the euphoria, the serotonin, the dopamine, the adrenaline. It's all there for us. This is the way to get in touch with that system. We are taking the wonderful bits of a fight or flight response and we're doing it in a controlled way. So we potentially get this dose of adrenaline without quite so much cortisol. And now we get ourselves into this wonderful parasympathetic state, this rest and digest state. We're almost to the end, guys. You could start your count, slowly counting to any number. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it to the end. You can push the rest out as you hunch over. Fill to the bottom first. Fill medium. Fill to the top. Take that pressure, let it sink deeper towards your spine. You can even add in a tiny bit more pressure, like a little kid getting mad and their face gets red. You can just add in a little squeeze around that pressure, just a mild, gentle squeeze. Feel the sensations rise up to your head. They should feel good, feel warm. We're getting more cerebral spinal fluid and blood flow moving to our head. And in 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure, let go of the breath. Guys, when we get more cerebral spinal fluid, that is your garbage collecting system. That is your cellular waste collecting system. So we're getting partial benefits of what deep sleep gives you. What do you guys think? First time ever? It's kind of interesting stuff, isn't it? High off your own supply, baby. That's it. The highs are real. I mean, this is happiness and the things that those catalysts that make you high outside of this stuff. Man, this stuff already exists inside you, these chemicals. So guys, we're going to do some lying down breath work now. Are we at 9:45? Maybe we're at 9:50? 9:50, okay. Oh, we better get to it. We're going to do about 10 minutes. The bell's going to ring, and I think that's when we're going to hold our breath, and then we're going to, we'll end at like 10:04, if that's okay with you guys, okay? So we're going to do 10 minutes. Every minute, we are going to change how we're breathing, okay? So when we first start lying down doing breath work, I say just put your legs out straight, you feel good, and then when we speed it up, I'll say that you put your knees up, and you'll notice that flattens your lower back a little bit. And if you have something for your head, you can put it underneath your head if you like. But again, comfort is king, whatever feels best for you. I've got another mat if somebody really wants something for their head. Just let me know. Soon. All right, here we go, guys. All right, let's put a hand on your belly. We're just gonna be breathing into the belly. Into the belly, letting go. This whole 10 minutes is gonna be mouth breathing, guys. Into the belly, letting go. Mouth breathing for what you're comfortable with, okay, guys? I'm gonna remind you that if this is more intense than you like, then just slow it down on your own. Add some mouth breathing or nose breathing if you want to relieve these sensations. Just into the belly right now, letting go. Get that airflow movement. It's a shallower breath, right? Because you're focused on just filling your belly, keeping your shoulders down. Mouth breathing into your belly. You'll notice if you close the airway a little bit, you can direct the air a little bit better in your belly because you're fighting against a little resistance. Perfect job, guys. Now, belly, pause, and then into your chest. So into your belly first, pause into your chest, and let go. Perfect. Belly, chest, and let go. Keep that airflow moving. This whole thing's continuous, guys. Remember, don't let your throat dry out. Switch to a nose for a breath or swallow if you need to, but try and stick to the mouth for the most part. Belly, chest, and let go. For 20 more seconds. Belly, chest, and let go. Some of the sensations you're gonna feel, the tingling. For sure, you're gonna feel some of the tingling. The bouts of heat and of coolness and warmth as our vascular system changes. All right, now guys, put it together. That just means forget the mechanics. Let's just take some full breaths and let them go. You might notice that your air's rolling in from your belly to your chest now with a little bit less effort. Just forget the mechanics, get the airflow moving. And you may even want to slowly put your legs up now if you haven't already. With your heels a little closer to your butt, you change the fulcrum and you can keep your legs up for a lot longer with less effort in case you're curious. So notice when you put your legs up how your lower back flattens and we can move air a little more efficiently. Totally up to you guys though. Whatever feels best for you is important. So now we just got the airflow moving, fully in and letting go. Now, we're gonna switch to an interesting breath. This is a full breath in, then we let go with an audible sigh, and we actually push the air out of our belly in this case. So fully in, let it go, and push it out of your belly. Fully in, let it go, push it out. Fully in, let it go. And if you lift your hips ever so slightly, you can really empty your belly by curling your spine. Fully in, let it go. Push it out of your belly. Lift your hips a millimeter. For 30 more seconds, we're going to keep this up. Fully in, let it go. Fully in, let it go. That vibration is going to make you feel good. Fully in, let it go. Last few. Fully in, let it go. Last one. Fully in, let it go. Now put it together again. Just big full breaths. Notice how those breaths really feel more complete. You got the airflow moving better. You're already halfway done, guys. You should feel the lightheadedness, the disassociation in a positive way. This is a mechanically created meditative state. Keep that airflow moving, guys. Don't stop for the next 5 minutes. I know you can do it. On the next minute, we're gonna release some adrenaline. We're gonna intentionally increase the pace a little bit each moment until we get to the fastest pace we can do, and then we'll take a little assessment after. Okay, guys? So here we go. Nice and slow. Let's begin. Start slow, and we're gonna gradually increase the pace. Our goal is to take this moment serious. This is a serious moment to intentionally release adrenaline. Each breath's a little faster than the last as we slowly increase the angst, increase the goosebumps, increase the sensations. 30 seconds left if you want to pick it up a little bit more. 15 seconds left of the fastest you've gone so far today, if you're comfortable to go there with me. Last few quick ones, guys. Perfect job, guys. Let's bring the pace down, but keep the airflow moving. So big breath in, letting go. Taking a little assessment of how you feel. Guys, hopefully you feel the vibrations, you feel the lightning in your fingertips. You feel like your hair's standing on end a little bit. That means it's all working. Amazing things are happening to your body. Just keep that airflow moving, guys. We only have about 3 minutes left. On this next minute, we are going to sprint. We're gonna do 15 seconds all the way in and all the way out. And we're gonna do that 3 times, okay? This is the fastest you can go, all the way in and all the way out. So here we go. You can start with me. We're gonna start nice and slow and increase the pace. 3, 2, 1. Pause and swallow. Keep your throat comfortable. Here we go. 2 more times. I know you can do it. Start slow. 3, 2, 1. Pause and swallow. Amazing job, guys. Last one. I know you can do it. Start slow. Here we go. Three, two, one. Pause and swallow. You did it, guys. Awesome work. Now we're gonna use what we did today, except we're gonna use mouth breathing. So it's gonna be a full breath in and a little extra at the top, and then we let go. So full breath in, little extra, let go. All mouth breathing, guys. We have less than 2 minutes left. And we're gonna do a nice little breath hold. You should feel good. Your hair should feel like it's on fire, guys. We are engaging with gamma brainwave frequencies, the highest frequency of brainwaves. This is for ultimate focus and energy, increasing your short-term memory, guys, increasing how quickly you can bring words up when you're talking, how good you are at remembering people's names when you first meet them. Here we go, guys. 15 seconds left, and then we're gonna get our heart rate down. So quick, short in, little extra, and let go. Guys, you did it. It's time to get our heart rate down. Now we're just gonna do a quick, short in, long out through the teeth as we deflate effortlessly and sink into the ground, guys. You may wanna slowly put your legs down now if you haven't already. Quick, short in, long breath out through the teeth. Adjust your body so you find a place so you can sit comfortably, lie comfortably without moving when we do our breath hold. Quick, short in, long breath out. You can lay your legs down if you haven't already, or put them up if it feels good to you. You can keep your hands to the side, to your belly, on your chest, whatever feels best to you. Just find that position where you're gonna lie while moving the least amount when we do our breath hold, guys. Amazing job. I'm so happy to share this little journey with you. Let's loosen up and sync up with me in 2 breaths. Here we go. 2, 1. Last. Big deep breath all the way in. Let it go nice and slow. Find that area just above neutral. Half a breath left if you could. Lock it in and hold your breath. Sink into the ground. Relax your legs. Relax your hips. Relax your chest. Relax your arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Relax your head. Relax your eyebrows. Relax your face. Sink into the ground. Feel these wonderful sensations. When you get a dose of adrenaline, your pupils dilate, your skin gets more sensitive, your hearing gets better. You are literally leveling up your physical function. So we've sunk into our body. Feel free to sink into your consciousness. It's so easy, guys. Just what you see in your mind's eye. The light, the dark, the colors, the shapes, the cascading periscopes. Just connect with your consciousness and know that everything you need, you have already. Happiness, euphoria, this all exists inside. You can start your count, slowly counting to any number. If this is your first time, I want you to let go with me. Otherwise, you can hold on a little longer if you want to try things out. And in 3, 2, 1, you made it to the end. You can push the rest out. All the way back into the top. A few extra sips. Lock it in. Keep that pressure in your chest. You can add a tiny bit of extra pressure just to keep that cerebral spinal fluid moving up. We hold on to that for a few moments. In 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure. Let go of the breath. If you're still holding, you're at 2.5 minutes. If you made it to that breath hold, you held your breath for 2 minutes. Guys, here's an optional 6 breaths, and then we're just gonna hold our breath with a full breath for a moment, and then we're gonna just sit quietly and peaceful for a few moments. So here we go. These are optional. You don't have to do these 6 big breaths together. Let's begin. Big breath in all the way in and let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last big deep breath all the way in. A few extra sips. Lock it in. Add a little extra flex to this as we create that inner thoracic pressure. We create some cranial pressure. We move the cerebral spinal fluid up. We let our head fill with a little blood. We hold on to that for a moment. And in 3, 2, 1, let go of the pressure. Let go of the breath. Now, let's take just 90 seconds of silence. A little nose breathing would be good. Whatever feels good to you guys. Just enjoy the senses that have heightened, and feel amazing.